Okay. Amrish Shah, thanks very much for all the perspective today. We are close to the end of day's play, and what a day it's really been for the market. Absolutely ending in style on a high. In fact, the highest point, we're virtually 2-3 points away from the highest level of the day, so there's been no dithering or any profit taking of that sort. A whole 1% up to kickstart the week, with the Nifty very firmly above 22,000. In fact, 22,100 has been achieved. If you talk about the leaders, then we had sort of a triple engine firing away today for the market: IT, banks, and Reliance Industries, and that explains the strong show. Wipro was topping the charts with a 6.5% up move. HCL Tech, Infosys had some more buying after a mega Friday. Tech Mahindra as well, up about 2%. So these are some of the big names. And there's HDFC Bank approaching its numbers, with a lot of green on the screen, 2.5% up over there. And as I mentioned, even a Reliance Industries, which added another 1.5%. Reliance, by the way, in January has already put on about 8% on the board. So it's been a phenomenal January for Reliance. The sleeping giant, as some call it, has finally started moving. And then you had, a good chipping in from the likes of an SBI, HUL, Kotak Mahindra Bank. So lots of the big boys on the upswing. Downside, some of the non-bank financials, HDFC Life, because of their poor show in the third quarter, lack of enough growth visibility in the quarter gone by. And the Bajaj twins on the NBFC side, Bajaj Finance and Finserv, they saw some profit taking today. But otherwise, what a solid start to the week.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, the US markets are not there, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing to, in that sense, worry. It's not as if you're going to wake up with NASDAQ down.
With some major...
Not that would have mattered too much,
Yeah.
I mean, so at least for tomorrow morning, it's going to be just how you left off. And maybe a little, a few Asian markets, etc., which is more manageable. But 22,100 plus on the index. What absolute rocking market this is. I mean, you got to sometimes rub your eyes to believe what's going on, right? I mean, day after day. I mean, to be fair, we had about 10 days of sideways kind of market, very ranged activity, and the breakout happened on Friday. But it's followed up. I mean, 2 days, you basically up to 400 points on the Nifty. So, doesn't give you too much time once the market decides that it wants to go higher. So that's where we are at with the solid gains. One lesser talked about sector today has been the PSE space, the public sector space. And I'm just looking at the broader market screen. So many names, I mean, which are up 15, 20% in that space, which is incredible. That's the index itself, which ended about 2.25% higher in that trade. I think we got to wrap up on this edition. A closing bell from all of us here. It's goodbye. Thank you very much for staying with us. But markets forward will pick up on all the action in just a bit from now. Stay with us.